I'm going down to the basement 'cause I got some time that's free. Spoof movie summer. I want some good belly laughs, but I really don't wanna think. Spoof movie summer. We had fun until cancel culture took them away.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. I have said in other spoof movie summer videos, hashtag spoof movie summer, that I was obsessed with the spoof movie parody genre as a young teenager, and I wanted to do a video today dedicated specifically to one of the films that caused that obsession, and it's kind of a forgotten film, and that's why I wanted to spotlight it on its own video, and that film is The Silence of the Hams from 1994. A rookie FBI agent, Joe D. Foster, Billy Zane, has been assigned to work on the case of the psycho killer, a killer who has killed over 120 people. But to find out more about the psycho killer, Joe is forced to meet Dr. Annibal Cannibal Pizza, Dom DeLuise, a famous doctor turned cannibal who ate pizzas with human body parts. Meanwhile, Joe's girlfriend, Jane Wine, Charlene Tilton, has just stolen $400,000 in cash from her money-hungry boss, Mr. Laurel, Rip Taylor, so she and Joe can be happy, but gets lost in a really horrible storm caused mostly by special effects crew behind her car, and stops at the Cemetery Motel, where the owner, Antonio Motel, Ezio Greggio, is dominated by his insane mother, Shelley Winters. While the title of the film, and obviously a couple of the characters mentioned just previously, are an obvious knock at the recent Best Picture winner Silence of the Lambs from 1991, a majority of this film's plot is actually a parody of the film Psycho from Alfred Hitchcock. Originally, the entire script was a parody of Psycho, but the production company, when they were making it, wanted to make it slightly more relevant, so they rewrote it to add in some more recent Silence of the Lambs and even Bram Stoker's Dracula references and other things of that nature. While the film shares an obvious similarity in humor styles to Airplane and Naked Gun, it was actually written and directed by its co-star, Ezio Greggio. I'm probably saying it wrong, but he is actually a very popular Italian filmmaker and television host primarily, who hosted thousands of episodes of TV shows and was heavily awarded where he comes from back in Italy. I just thought I'd give him a little spotlight because he's not very well known in the US, if at all, honestly, outside of this movie. But he is very popular in his home country of Italy, so props to him. I wanted to make a video about this movie specifically, not only because it made a huge impact on me personally. As a young teenager, I literally borrowed and was inspired by gags from this film in my very old digital 8 camcorder spoof comedy videos I would make with my friends. I wish I still had those today, but sadly those are long gone. Not only was it a huge inspiration to me, and that's why I'm making this video, but the main reason is it seems like I'm the only person who knows it exists. I don't know why, besides my friend who I used to rent it with all the time. And I finally think I figured out why no one knows what the hell this movie is. It's a very obscure film to begin with. It was like a basically direct-to-video horror spoof comedy. I think it went to theaters, but there's literally no records of how much it made when it was released. So obviously, it wasn't a very big success. I used to rent it on VHS, obviously, back in the 90s, probably a few years after it had come out. It's just something I happened to spot at the store, and it looked stupid and funny, so we got it. And we loved it immediately because it was so goofy and ridiculous. And as far as Blu-ray.com's DVD and Blu-ray databases go worldwide, this film has only been released in Germany in multiple versions. There's like a beautiful digibook version of it that I would like to have if I had a all-region player, which I don't. But that's it. Only in Germany. Not even in Italy, where this film star is from, has this been released on Blu-ray. No release in America, which is just absurd. But even more ridiculous than that, there is not one DVD of this film anywhere. Not in America, not in Germany, not in Italy. There has not been a single DVD release of this film. Even the biggest piece of crap movies no one's ever heard of have pretty much gotten a DVD release somewhere. if not in America. So I find that fact just like mind-blowing. And that's what this video basically is. It's a cry to the movie gods, I guess, to get this thing out on home video again so people can see it. I don't care if everyone hates it but me. Every movie deserves to be seen and released in some modernized format, even if it's a DVD. Whoever owns this thing, please do that. I did some research, and according to Wikipedia, the production company that made it was called October Films, yes. They got defunct in 1999, so 5 years after the film was made, and they got sold to USA Films / Gramercy Pictures / Polygram Films, which all merged together into USA Films for the early 2000s, and then in 2002 got either turned into or transferred to Focus Features, which, as we all know, is a sub-company of Universal Studios, Universal Pictures. So a very big major studio owns this in some way, shape, or form. So there's no excuse for it to be just gone. So Universal Studios or Focus Features, whoever the heck's name you want to put on it, please release this, even if it's just a DVD, or better yet, just make a bare bones Blu-ray that you can sell for, $9.99 with just the movie on it. There's 100 of those already from Universal Studios that they sell on Groove, where it's just a movie on a disc. So why not this one, right? Or you could do me a favor, and us nerdy collectors out there, make like a Groove exclusive 4K steelbook for Silence of the Hams. I would eat that shit up in a heartbeat, and so would a lot of other people, just out of curiosity, I think. Plus then you'd have a Groove exclusive 4K, and has that even been a thing ever? Just please don't let this goofy comedy that honors some of horror's greatest films of all time get lost to the ages. There's no reason that should happen. But there was, recently, one little ray of hope I found very interesting. On June 30th, 2020, so that recently, there was a pictorial memoir of the making of Silence of the Hams book released, and it's available on Amazon. I'm very tempted to get it, but it doesn't ship out for like a month, so that's why I didn't get it for this video. So that's something. Someone published something that makes this movie exist, which is nice. The fact that it has a book published about the making of the film, but not a DVD or a Blu-ray, is ridiculous, but it's something. So maybe someone at Universal Studios somewhere will see this book and be like, oh yeah, we own that. Let's make a DVD of it, or a Blu-ray, or a Groove exclusive 4K steelbook, like Derek said. He's so famous. That's all I really wanted to say today. Please do your best. Seek this movie out. I don't think it's streaming anywhere. Like I said, you can only get it on VHS. I'm sure those are going for a pretty penny. I just read that they're going for at least like $30 used, which isn't like a crazy amount. But, if you see one at a Goodwill, grab it. Like, I'll be looking from this day forth. If you have an all-region player, get one of those German media books or the standard German releases. They're only like $17 in their currency. I don't know what it transfers to, but it can't be that much different. $20-ish or whatever. That's very reasonable. I would order that if I could play it. So yes. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope you're enjoying #SpoofMovieSummer. And I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.